Charged first 24 minutes of play in Philadelphia. Sixers and the Rockets, and it's a 15-point Philadelphia lead behind 24 from that guy, Joel Embiid. And just before they took the break, you saw Mike D'Antoni kind of heated. Did get a technical, and so they will shoot that when the second half begins. But it's 65 to 50. American Express halftime report. Yes, Chuck?
The police presence to the second half.
Remember that?
Police presence.
Yeah. Two things you ain't never heard, Chuck. Police presence.
15-point game, and boy, it's been amazing to watch Harden on one side, watch Joel Embiid on the other. Kenny's got the lowdown on Joel Embiid, correct?
Well, it's not just Joel Embiid. It's the effect that he has, and we talked about it. You asked me when we were in the back, how do you play James Harden?
Yeah.
Having a guy like Joel Embiid, and even Ben Simmons, this allows you to play that way. And the one thing that you want to do is, there's two things you have to do. You have to have a shot blocker. So what that does is when you isolate him one-on-one and you say, I'm picking him up full court, so then we're going to go at the three-point line. So Wilson Chandler meets him and makes him drive, but freeze it here. When I have a shot blocker, I have J.J. Redick slide in because Embiid can get the shot block, and now it creates less opportunities for the Rockets to shoot the three. And then the other thing that you have to have is a guy that can slow the game down. So now we freeze it here. We're not in a rush. We're not throwing it out to you here. We're not throwing it, okay, you're denying Redick. We're going to throw it inside, the ball goes in, and now we're going to take our time, and we're going to take time off the clock because we're limiting it to possessions that you have the ball, James Harden, and limiting the opportunities you have the other team. And now, again, Ben Simmons, again, creates the pace, freeze it here. He says, freeze it, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to take this avenue, which most teams say, let me try this layup on James Ennis. But Ben Simmons says, nah, we know where the advantage is. And Embiid says, I'll take my time. I'm going to take time off the clock. And now we're shooting with 10 seconds, 9, 8 on the shot clock, I'm fine, and 1. You can't guard me inside. The Rockets are not known for defense. And then lastly, again, you have to be alert on everything. You can't give up on plays. Freeze it. This guy is 1, 2, 3 steps behind Harden. And he says, no, I can't give up on the play. As long as my guy back here slows it down, I can block it. And that's the difference. Slow the game down. If you can get the Rockets to 90 possessions, James Harden's going to take 30 of them. So all of a sudden, these guys are taking 2 shots, 4 shots, 3 shots. They're not in rhythm.
24 and 7 for Embiid in the first half, also 3 blocks. The Sixers have 10 blocks in the first half, most they've had in a half in about 3 seasons, and they lead at 65 to 50. Let me hit you, and then I'll hit Shaq on James Harden.
Well, hit him first. He's soft.
Let's hit the American Express teammates as we get to James Harden. What do you say, Shaq?
Today is a day of peace, Chuck. No, I mean, look, James Harden has, made himself one of those players. Now put him in the same category as Charles Barkley, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. When he gets going, you can't stop him. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Like right here, a lot of guys say, hey, get up on him, force him right. If you do that, he has great handle. He has enough speed to go right by you. He's a great player. You're not going to stop him. He's going to get us 30. And right here, hand down, man down, like Moore Jackson said. You cannot be 1, 2 steps off a guy, James Harden, averaging 30, 40. Right here, what he does with the dribble, he lulls you to sleep, and he pulls up in your face. And right here, he even has patience. He's like, oh, I know you, Corey Brewer. This is barbecue skinless chicken right here. I'm going to work on you. Skinless chicken.
I'm happy with that if I'm Philadelphia because the pace, again, Chuck, is where I need it. And he's taking 20 shots, but nobody else on the team is taking over 5.
And that's what I said before. Let him score and shut everybody else down.
Well, I thought the key to the first half was I get mad at Embiid at times for not going down on the box. He's unguardable down there. I think sometimes he falls into this stuff that's going around the NBA where I'm a big man, I got to stand out there and shoot threes. If you see, he got a three-point player a layup like 4 or 5 times instead of shooting threes. Because every time he shoots a 3 against Fareed or one of those other little guys, it helps him. But on the post...
So he can get 48 points without even...
Yeah.
He got 24 right now. He can get 48 without even shooting.
But what that's going to do, that's part of making your teammates better. They're going to have to start doubling him at some point.
He didn't shoot any threes this half, though.
That's my point, Shaq. That's the only time I get mad.
For a guy who shot 173 of them this season.
Think about it. He shot 170. That's too many for a 7'2" guy.
that with his skill in the block.
Yes.
65-50, the halftime score. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a sec.
Welcome to the American Express halftime report. American Express, the official card of the NBA.
Ernie Johnson in Atlanta. Our MLK Day triple header continuing with Game 2 featuring James Harden and the Rockets taking on Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
That's a warrior right there.
How do you know?
He told me.
Last week?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Welcome inside Studio J. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. 11 games, 22 of the 30 teams in the league playing on this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Glad you're spending part of it with us. Let's kind of take a look around some of the games that have already happened. Just real quick looks. What do you say?
Just call walking the
Paul
dog.
George, no. Paul George, 31.
Paul George is having a fantastic season.
Yeah, they beat the Knicks 127-109.
Everybody beats the Knicks, Ernie.
First win of the calendar year for the Chicago Bulls.
It
They
doesn't
beat the
count, Ernie.
Cavs.
They beat the Cavaliers.
Yeah,
It
they
doesn't
snapped
count.
the
It doesn't
10-game
count,
losing
Ernie. It
streak.
doesn't count as a real win.
A win
my
is a
team
win.
can beat
Leave him
them.
alone.
Otto Porter and the Wizards have won 7 of their last 10. They beat Detroit 101-87.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Scott Brooks doing a fantastic job with the injuries.
Downtown Atlanta, Niko Vucevic and the Magic snap a 5-game road losing streak. How about the Greek Freak? 31 points, 15 rebounds.
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh, my God.
I know what that is.
That
That's
guy.
to get out your way.
Yeah,
I know what that is.
Don't just smile.
His 19th game of at least 30 and his 14th of at least 15 rebounds. And how about D'Angelo Russell?
Ernie, this guy has played great.
31 points, his 8th 30-point game this season. He had 7 in the first 3 seasons of his NBA career combined.
Well, he was busy snitching.
But they beat
What was he doing?
They beat Sacramento tonight.
Youth.
He was a double agent.
No, but you talk about youth. You talk about that, but just it's youth in general. I think overall, guys get given up on a little early because they're coming into the league early. So that potential that they might meet is finally starting to come around because here's a guy who obviously can shoot the 3, but, he was also a great passer. Even when he was with the Lakers, he was a great passer. But I think overall now he's just understanding where you get your points from in any NBA basketball game. That's
He might be an all-star.
Well,
You're done
He
with it.
might be an
Well,
all-star.
he's not going
done
before. I would
He's
take
their
Dinwiddie.
he's their leading scorer.
But Dinwiddie to me is he's played fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to take a net, and Coach Atkinson, is that his name, Ernie?
Yes, it
Kenny
is.
Atkinson,
He's
yes.
done a fantastic job. Sean Marks, they're doing a fantastic job in Brooklyn. Other than the Denver Nuggets, I knew Denver was going to be good. I think the Brooklyn Nets are the most surprised team in the NBA.
I would
Yeah, he
agree.
is playing with a lot of confidence. I thought in LA it'd be times where he was confident and he wasn't confident if he had a bad game. But to add on to what you guys are saying, he's definitely playing great ball.
Hey, I have a little question for you. In that Dallas loss to Milwaukee tonight, Luka Doncic had a triple-double at 19. Only one other teenager has had a triple-double in NBA history. Who was it?
Markelle Fultz.
Kevin Garnett.
Who said Markelle Fultz?
Me.
He knew. He heard it.
No, I knew it, though.
He knew it.
How about that?
Because it's from Philly.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, he did?
He had-
goodbye,
he had
goodbye,
one last
Doncic.
year.
Kevin Garnett never had a triple-double?
No,
Not as a teenager.
Hey, you
Not
hear
as
me,
a
kid?
teenager.
What's that?
Goodbye, Doncic.
Oh, he gets straight at that.
You get a triple-double, you disappear.
Well, we're about to see Philadelphia play Houston. All right, so the Rockets come in 26-19. Philadelphia's 30-17. James Harden on this just ridiculous roll. 19 straight games of at least 30 points. He's had at least 40 and 10 out of 13. The last 3 games, he's averaged 54 points, shooting 48% and 36%.
He won't get that tonight.
Three. Because you keep telling me, look, you got to get the ball out of his hand. Defensively, if you're Philadelphia, Charles, what's the blueprint? What do you do now? You say, okay, here's how we're going to defend James Harden and hold him down.
Well, Philly got 2 guys who I think can guard him. I think James Harden can go. I think that.
Yeah, James Harden can guard him.
I think Jimmy Butler can guard him, and I think Ben Simmons can guard him. I think you got to force him right. And I was thinking about this today. That little step back thing, you just have to live with that. You just like a couple games ago, he went 2 for 19. You can't stop that. Force him right and make him pass the ball. But Philly got 2 guys. His shot to me is like Kareem Skyhook. the most unguardable shot ever is Kareem skyhook. That little triple high jump travel thing James does, it's unguardable.
We're told, by the way, Jimmy Butler, a no-go tonight.
No-go? Whoa, he got a heart and flu.
So now what you going to do?
Well, difficult. You know, I think overall, though, when you have a shot blocker, that does help as well, because when he does drive, it does make him a passer.
And there's no Capella either.
I think you have to make him one or the other. I don't think you can let him see the floor and be a scorer. The James Harden, you know, like you said, the step back is difficult to guard. You know, but for me, double teaming him to get the ball out of his hands.
James is in the same category as a Barkley, Malone, Jordan, Kobe. Then not going to stop him. Not going to stop him shutting down. So what I would do is I'd let him get his, shut everybody else down. What makes the Rockets dangerous is when he's going for 30 for 40, and you got other guys shooting threes. Let him do what he's going to do, because he's going to do it anyway, and you shut everybody else down.
But the problem is, Shaq, if he starts making threes, you're in for a dogfight. Me and Kid have been talking for the last year and a half. I'm taking the ball out of James Harden's hand. I'm double him and seeking those other guys make a play. I'm not going to let James Harden get 30 and get 40 or 50.
No, he's getting 50 now.
I know what I'm saying. He's going to get at least 30 anyway. But if he's making those threes, double team James Harden.
Don't let the others get involved.
Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, Allie LaForce on the scene. Got you covered.
7 hours ago.
As I was saying, halfway home at Staples Center, and it's a 10-point game. Warriors on top of the Lakers. Chuck and I talking. It's kind of like a
scrimmage
batting practice fastball for the Golden State Warriors to take hacks at. No LeBron, no Lonzo,
no chance.
Yeah, no chance. And,
no Rondo,
no chance.
Yeah, so it's a 10-point game. But here's the question as we begin the American Express halftime report. We watch Boogie Cousins now, Chuck. And I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this question. Does this make Golden State a better team or a different team?
Both.
How much better?
Well, okay, you know, I heard some people talking the other night, but I forget what's the other big man name?
Looney.
They said, well, he doesn't play good defense as Looney when they try to switch things. But he does so much things better than Looney. So he makes them different and he makes them better. I mean, they already had three nuclear weapons, and now they got another guy they can get the ball to in the half court. Another guy. Listen, think about it. He's a three-point shooter. They don't have to guard Looney on the three-point line. This is going to open up more space for Klay, Steph, and Kevin.
Well,
so it makes them better. It makes them different. It makes we got to go back to San Francisco for that parade again.
Well, I mean, to argue.
No, they're moving to San Francisco. They're not in Oakland anymore.
Not in Oakland anymore. But
they are right now, though.
To argue that we're debating who's a better player, Looney or DeMarcus Cousins, is not even a debate. And so obviously he makes them better. He makes them tougher to guard. He at one point was possibly the best center in the game. The best center. So now you put him on a team that is able to do multiple things. He's not being double teamed. He's not creating.
So think about. Let me pick back to that. So Ernie, think about that.
You can't double team him.
I was just going to say that. I said, wait, I'm gonna lead Klay. That's probably not.
No, this is the first game. This is what happened. They went to double team Boogie in the first game back and left Kevin Durant for 3. And I was like, oh, this is not even fair. That's why I was like, when has Kevin Durant ever been left to
open,
go double?
Yeah.
Ever in his life?
7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the first half for DeMarcus Cousins, who hit 3 3-pointers in his first game and has not hit one here in this game. Golden State, one thing that we always see is the sharing of the ball, and the ratio tonight is incredible. 21 assists on 24 makes in the first half.
You know, we see a lot of teams around the league that are trying to compete with Golden State offensively. They just like to shoot threes. But this is the difference right here. The difference is they move the ball. They're very unselfish. They don't really care who scores. Right here, They run a basic little play.
That's a
right
call,
there.
Utah.
Got to
Old
switch.
Karl
That's
Malone
right.
split.
Yep. Old Utah right there. You don't switch.
Nice defense.
Oh, my God.
Nice
Just move the
defense.
ball. And right here, Draymond recognizes the guy running.
man, good
and you got to share the ball. You know?
Nice defense.
Wouldn't it be
You know,
one
we just
guy
don't want
back?
to come down and shoot threes. We want to share the ball. Everybody
my
eats
God,
on
there's
this
the
team.
split
We don't
again.
care. And this guy right here, you can't let him get going.
Come on, man. Play some defense. man.
This is just the difference why Golden State is the best team, and this is the difference why they will always win championships, because they share the ball. It ain't about just coming down jacking up threes. Like the Lakers,
That was terrible.
in the first quarter, they're just jacking up threes.
The American Express teammates, Klay Thompson leading the way with 21. The rest of the starters have 28. And in the first half, Golden State
Their
shoots.
fourth best player. No, but let me take that back,
56%.
honey.
Yes.
Their fourth best, maybe fifth best player has 21 points a half.
Cool, man.
Fifth
Klay
best player.
You got Steph. You got Durant.
And Clay.
Wait, but
But you're putting him behind Cousins now.
I'm saying in the real world, DeMarcus Cousins, when's healthy, is a better player than Klay Thompson.
But he's not healthy.
And then he might be your fourth best player.
I'm saying he's not healthy. And
Stop it, Kenny.
He's got 20. Yeah,
Kenny, stop it, Kenny.
Stop it.
You don't think that?
Stop it.
You don't think DeMarcus Cousins healthy is a better player than Klay Thompson?
They're different players, so you can't
different.
compare
Is he a
them,
better
Kenny.
player
You
than?
can't compare them. No, they're
draft
not.
Klay
No.
Thompson or DeMarcus Cousins first.
Klay Thompson,
would take
Klay
Klay
Thompson plays
Thompson.
defense, and he's a better shooter.
Okay.
If you're going to compare them, but you know you can't compare a guard and the big.
DeMarcus is a
Cut
very
it out.
Michael Jordan, is he better than Biggs? Yes, he was.
better.
Okay.
Better than what you
That
did.
help our argument.
No, you can compare. He said you
He
can't
just
compare.
said-
No, you
different
can't. You
styles.
can't.
Well, Michael Jordan's gonna be better.
Better than what big?
Without question.
Better than what
Was
big?
playing too.
Hey,
He's
hey,
not better than DeMarcus Cousins.
better than what big? Michael Jordan's better than what big?
He not been Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, he ain't better than Akeem Olajuwon.
Who?
Stop it. Michael Jordan's not.
you tripping.
He's a guard.
y'all tripping.
Hey, Kenny. Kenny, let me
tripping.
tell you something. You a guard. Stay in your category.
No,
okay?
Michael Jordan went to the finals how many times?
You're a little man, so stay over there.
You don't
in the
think
little
Michael Jordan's better player than the players that you just named?
man. No, in the post. No, not in the
Well, we're
post.
not.
No, as a better player.
No, we're not talking
You would
about
draft
You can't.
over you.
You can't
Yes.
compare. You can't compare bigs and guards. Stop it.
I'm gonna have to agree with the big fella,
You
even
can't
though Michael
compare
is the
guys and
GOAT.
guards. Yeah, he's the
Oh,
GOAT.
listen, first of all, I'm not sure Michael is the GOAT.
Oh, now I'm gone.
no. Wait, no.
I'm out.
I'm changing the GOAT conversation. You know who the GOAT is?
Who's the GOAT?
Tom.
Oh, okay,
Brady.
there you
Oh,
go.
my God. Muhammad Ali's the GOAT.
No, Ali's my guy, but let me tell you
Muhammad
something.
Ali's the
After
GOAT.
what I saw yesterday,
Oh, my
y'all
God.
better quit talking about all these GOATs and to put Tom Brady as the GOAT.
What are you smoking? What are you
No,
drinking?
that's nothing but Diet Coke.
Yeah, okay.
Tell you what, Tom
That's
Brady
the
gonna
chaser
make.
then.
It is Oakland, Chuck. Haven't moved yet.
Okay, Dom Izzo.
Yeah, put
Tell you
some
what,
respect on this city.
Tom Brady, you and Belichick, I love y'all. Y'all gonna make me poor again.
Coming back
I'm not.
with more.
That's 2 weeks in a row. They done broke my heart.
Stop
love
that,
you
Kenny.
guys.
Trying to compare
Damn,
guards and
dude,
bigs.
Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, the official card of the NBA.